Do you feel like he's ready for engagement?
To be honest, no.
Let's start getting into these clips. We have two guys left, Brandon and Nate. It's gonna be dramatic. It is the last week of the year, and then we got the Christmas, we got holidays. So we want to bang, we want an engagement. So let's start looking over these clips.
When you're in love with two people, how do you know which person is your person?
Michelle's journey of love comes to a dramatic conclusion.
Gianna, are you excited for the season to end?
Yes, I'm excited. I mean, not that I'm like sick of it, but I am a little sick of it, honestly. I'm excited to just see how this plays out because I'm so, like, I think that we can all say that we all think it's going to be Nate, but I'm curious to see if, it is dramatic and there's a shocking twist. Like, I'm so curious. I've seen no spoilers. I have been avoiding the spoilers, so I do not know what's happening. And yeah, I want to say I'm thankful that it's ending right before Christmas because I'm already stressed as it is, running around trying to buy presents and then coming home and watching this episode and then, having to talk about it and keep up with everything. It's been a whirlwind of a week. So I'm just like excited for it to end, and I'm excited to get another break before clean season. So yes.
Well, we'll just have 1 week off before Clayton season. So I hope everyone enjoys the holidays because we will miss you guys while we are all, celebrating Christmas and everything. But I mean, I just need this season to end because I'm just dying to know what's going to happen. I feel like it almost could have ended this week because like it was just kind of, now it's getting a little predictable and like there really wasn't much drama to play out. But like the finale is always dramatic and will always be crazy. And like after the final rose, the parents, like there's going to be a lot going on, the engagement, like next week's going to be insane. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what goes down. So let's keep watching and let's start, getting these clues and seeing how the boys, get along with Michelle's parents.
I found my forever person, and all I think about is sharing my life with her.
There's nothing else I want more in the world than Michelle.
Aw, I mean, Brandon, I don't want to see him get his heart broken. And, like, maybe Michelle will still pick him. Like, there still is a lot of people pulling for Brandon. And, like, we're not going to count him out yet. And Brandon also has a little bit of an advantage, I think, because he already met Michelle's parents when they were in Minnesota and there was that hot tub scene. So he does have a little bit of a leg up. And didn't he already ask for their blessing and they said yes?
Yeah, I was going to say, like, before hometowns, I mean, Brandon met Michelle's parents and he did ask that question, if it were to happen, could I do it? And they said totally. So I'm really excited to see what happens with him. I don't want to see him get his heart broken though either. Like, I am just so nervous. Like, I don't want to see him upset because he's so cute and wholesome. And like, he even said, like, there's nothing I want more in the world than Michelle. Like, I would die to have a guy think that about me. Like, where's my guy thinking that? Like, that is so cute of him. And then Nate's just like, I found my forever person. Like that, the two voiceover clips they said there were very different, and you could tell Brandon is like ready to go. Like he is gonna pounce down on one knee if he can,
Well, that's why they're like setting him up for heartbreak because they want to see him get heartbroken. But I mean, if Nate gets heartbroken, that'll be fun to watch him too because Nate will be surprised and like it'll just come out of nowhere. Let's keep watching because I think Nate might have a little bit of beef with the parents. I think they might be concerned.
My concern is that he would become a jealous person. I am very ready to get down on one.
Ooh la la. If we can rewind the clip a little bit to the frame, we need to see what Michelle's dad was wearing because when he's talking, so he has this shirt on and then he's talking to, I believe, Brandon right there. That's the same shirt. Okay, so it looks like Michelle's dad is going to be concerned about Brandon being ready. And then Michelle's mom is going to be concerned about Nate. Either way, they're both concerned. How do you think these conversations are going to go?
I just think it's interesting that Michelle's dad said, I'm concerned that he's going to be a jealous person. Because it's like, what was that conversation? Like, what were they talking about? Like, and if he's talking about Brandon, I can totally see that just because of like how in love and again obsessed like Brandon is with Michelle. Like I can totally see him being like, who's that man? Like, what are you doing with that guy? So I'm interested to see how that plays out. And then Michelle's mom saying to Nate, like, he's like, no, I'm ready. And she's like, are you though? Like, I love the fact that she said that to him. It's so like I love that she's pressuring him
She needs
because
to make sure.
again, like yeah, this is a reality show. It's like you guys just met. Like, are you ready to get engaged forever? Like for real. Like I love like that she's like, hello, like Earth to Nate, do you hear yourself talking type of thing. So I can't wait to see both of these conversations play out. It's always fun to see like the
Well,
contestants.
then let's
parents.
keep watching. Let's keep watching. We have like 4 more clips to go through. There's gonna be a lot more to say, so let's roll the next one.
I'm not sure you're 100% in. Do you feel like he's ready for engagement? To be honest, no.
So that was the blue shirt, which was the same shirt that she wore when she was talking to Nate. So Michelle's mom does not think Nate is ready for an engagement. Do we think Michelle and Nate have to get engaged if she picks him? Like, can't they just leave boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, Matt James didn't get engaged.
Yeah, I that's a possibility and I think it could happen, but I just feel like Nate is gonna want to propose even though everyone's telling him
too.
he's not ready and he's probably not ready because that's been like his storyline the whole time, like is he ready type of thing. So uh, I wish that life could be simple and she could go through this process and just be like, hey, I found a good boyfriend. But I really think that they might get engaged and I don't know how long it'll last. But I'm stressed.
Yeah, it's gonna be stressful for Michelle. I mean, she's the one that's crying, Gianna. You're fine. You're home on your computer. Michelle is breaking down over her
Sorry.
mom telling her that the guy she's in love with. Gianna, have a little bit of sympathy for Michelle. She has been through so much this
No,
season.
sorry.
She's down to 2 men. Like, I want her to find her happy ending, and it's not going to be an easy road. We have 3 more clips to go through, so let's see what else is going to throw our way at the finale.
I deserve to be in a relationship where someone loves me as much as I love them.
Here I am, madly in love with you, and it is terrifying.
And is that the emotions you're supposed to feel when you're in love? Gianna, do we know this? Do we need to call up our love coach friends?
I mean, I am not in a relationship, but I know that like being in love is definitely, I guess, a scary thing. Like you shouldn't feel terrified, but you should be like, ooh, this is like exhilarating type of scary, like being on a roller coaster. And
Gotcha.
like, especially when, there's an engagement around the corner. Yeah, he has every right to be scared. I think that Nate's feelings are valid in this scenario.
Yeah, I'm getting anxiety right now just watching it. I'm really like putting myself in Nate's shoes. I'm like, no wonder he's nervous. Like getting engaged is scary, especially like with The Bachelor on such a public platform, because if it doesn't work out, you know what's gonna happen. I mean, Zach and Tayshia didn't work out, and like they can't even catch a break. So I mean, Nate just really wants to make sure, and Michelle probably too, that if they do get engaged, that it's for reals. So I understand why he's nervous, but he should be happy too, because Michelle definitely really likes him, and it's gonna be. I just can't wait to see what happens. Okay, 2 more clips. Let's roll the next one.
There's nobody else in this world who I'd rather give my heart to.
This could be it for me.
Whoa. So there is a ring. So we need to kind of go back to that image with the ring and the finger, because it looks like they're both going to go up to Michelle like for the thing, because sometimes they break up with the person like in the room so that they don't have an engagement ring or anything, but it's possible that both of them could propose and then she could say no or stop one of them. Those are definitely Brandon's hands, right?
Do you think I was gonna ask like whose hands are those? Like now I'm gonna run to his Instagram and like zoom in on every photo that shows his hands ever, and like it looks like he has a little scar on one of his hands near the thumb, so that's a good indication for all of our Bachelor Nation stalkers out here.
That could be
It just
Brandon.
reminds me of like it
Look
could
at
be
the thumb.
Brandon.
His thumb
We're
is
not
twisted
showing
like that.
The editors have learned their lesson because remember Paradise when they were showing the ring, it was literally Kenny. Like you could see his tattoos, you could see his sleeves, you could see everything. Like I think that they maybe watched one of our videos recapping and being like, hey, you ruined the season, Bachelor in Paradise. Like now we know. So I think they took notes. I think they really took our opinions into consideration because we can't see sleeves or anything. But that ring is stunning. That's a fat ring, fat, beautiful teardrop ring. I think it's amazing.
And it's probably promising that she's getting engaged if we're seeing a ring. Because why else would they have a ring? That's not Neil Lane's hands. That's not Tayshia's hands. Like, it's definitely Brandon or Nate's.
It's happening. And I love that you also say it's a possibility for both of them to propose because I feel like with Brandon, I feel like he will not let her break up with him, honestly. Like, I feel like he's going to be like, nope, I'm on one knee and you better say yes. Like, he's not going to want to go.
I think we have one more clip. And let's see what that is, or is that all we have? Mista. Let's see. Okay, one more.
It's the shocking conclusion you'll never expect.
This is the hardest decision.
See, that's what is confusing is that, like, she's clearly breaking down, like, what am I doing? So it's like, it's not like it's just going to be a happy ending and someone's going to propose. Like, she's having an anxiety attack. Like, clearly she's freaking out. What could she possibly be freaking out over? And those waves are, it's not a good day at sea.
I mean, she looks like, when I say reality slaps people in the face, like it did in this very exact moment that we're freezed on right now. Like she's like, what am I doing? Like truly, what am I doing? So I understand that breakdown. Like I don't think she's like upset or gonna like just be like, you know what, call the whole thing off. Like, I don't even know why I did this show to begin with. I think she's genuinely just like, what is happening? Like, I'm actually getting engaged right now. Like, am I making the right decision? I just met all of these guys. I think like her life is just flashing before her eyes. Like, she looks scared, honestly. She looks scared. She looks anxious, nervous, all the feelings that a normal person getting engaged would feel, only like she just met these guys months ago and it's been a crazy process on camera and like it's just not a normal experience for a human to have when getting engaged to somebody. So I think reality,
unless she's freaking out over breaking up with someone, but it's like the words are, what am I doing? So like, what does that mean? What is she doing? She's about to get engaged. Like, she looks happy. Like, I don't know why it's... Maybe this is why you have to break up with the second place guy, like, the day before, so you don't break up with them right before the proposal. But something dramatic is going to come. Like, this is Michelle's first true breakdown of the season. You know, we saw her upset last night. We saw her a little upset earlier in the season, but this is the first time we're seeing her cry. So that's... Or maybe the second time. But this is obviously the most serious. So, I mean, what are your final thoughts? And then we'll have to just, you know, hear what our listeners think.
I think it's going to be Nate. I think that's too easy, though. And they say it's a dramatic thing you'll never see. So it could be Brandon. But, like, I think I like to roll with the idea that it's... like I said, I think she's freaking out. I really do think that she's about to get engaged. Like, for sure. And she's just freaking out. We see this happen all the time, I feel like. These previews that are right before the finale, they show the lead having a breakdown, and it looks like they're just not getting engaged, and then they end up getting engaged. So I really think it's going to happen. I think, you know, maybe both of them will show up and just fight to the death. I don't know what's going to... That would be funny. It turns into like an episode of Survivor or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I just think it's going to be Nate, period. And Brandon's going to be really heartbroken, like really, really heartbroken. And then she's going to freak out and be like, did I just make the right decision? But at the end of the day, it's going to be Nate and everything's going to be fine. And then they're going to have their little post in front of a Christmas tree and whatever.
Well, I am just looking forward to seeing what goes down. I think she's probably going to have that breakdown after she breaks up with someone or right before she breaks up with most likely Brandon. And it's just going to be really hard for her to kind of process that because she knows how heartbroken he's going to be. And I'm hoping for a happy ending. I'm hoping her and Nate will be engaged and we'll see after the final rose and everything will turn out great. And this season will be a success because like the last few Bachelorette seasons have just have not been a successful love story, but they have been juicier. This season was a little slow. So this episode promises to be dramatic. We see it in the teaser. We're looking forward to next week, and we want to hear from you guys. What do you think is going to go down? Let us know your thoughts on Fantasy Suites and your predictions for next week's finale in the comments below. And before you guys go, subscribe to our channel, ring the bell so you never miss out on any future videos. As always, I'm your host, Zachary Reality, joined by the lovely Gianna Gravelisi. Our social handles are on the screen right now. Come over, say hello, and we will see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys. Thank you all for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.